friends, Drew Cope, Meadowlands, New Jersey, Hilton Hotel, Millionaire Blueprint event, Jeffery Combs, John Assaraf, Susan Sly, Alexis Romano, May 9th and 10th, phenomenal event. I wrote this down. I don't know if you're going to fully comprehend it or not, but I'm going to share it with you and leave the rest up to you. Here we go. Whatever is suppressed is going to be expressed in another way. If you're stuffing emotions, those emotions are going to be expressed in another way. For some people, it's that potbelly hanging over the belt line because your body's trying to push toxins as far from your internal organs as possible. Whatever is suppressed is going to be expressed in another way. I wrote this down too. The root of anger, think about this for a second. What's the root of anger? Where does all anger come from? All anger in your life, when you get angry about something, why do you get angry? This is what Susan had to say. The root of anger is disappointment. The root of anger is disappointment. And I would add to that, the root of anger also comes from unmet expectations that we create. See, sometimes we put expectations on people, events, situations, where we think it's going to go a certain way, and we hype this whole thing up in our head because that's how we need it to go, we want it to go, it didn't go that way last time, whatever. You know, simple things like expecting someone in our family to behave differently than they ever have before because that's how we need them to show up, and they just aren't capable of that because it's not how they were raised. And when we're able to release that and let it go, our lives change and we can stop being angry. We can stop being disappointed. What situations do you need to let go of? What situations do you need to let go of so that you can allow happiness in? Because see, happiness is not a destination. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is absolutely a choice. You can choose your attitude, you can choose to be happy, and you can choose to look for the best in the situation. Undercover Boss was in Mr. Modell from Modell Sporting Goods. Went in and was talking with one of the most amazing, bright young ladies, and she was so happy. And they got talking about her troubles, and she didn't want to talk about it. She said, I don't bring those to work, but he insisted, and turns out she's living in a homeless shelter. But she chooses to be happy. She's got a job. She has a husband and kids. He gave her $250,000, $250,000, so she could buy a house and get out of the homeless shelter. Her attitude. What does your attitude attract? What does your attitude repel? If you had the right attitude, who would you attract into your life that could help you transform your life? If you have the right attitude, anything is possible. Because you begin to get into congruence, you begin to get into alignment, you begin to get in resonance where the vibrations are lining up with the people around you who you want to connect with, you deserve to connect with, you require in your life. If you want to learn more about that, releasing some of that anger, letting some of that go, give me a call, 855-21-GOALS. We'll get you started. Check us out online, www.justhelp2two.com, and we're going to help you figure out what it means to begin to own your life. It's Drew Cope, Hilton Hotel, Meadowlands, New Jersey, Millionaire Blueprint event. We will catch up with you in another video. Bye-bye for now.